And we are live, the song. Hello, everyone. Hello, winestreet.com fan. This is Bruno Laclade, the wine hunter. I'm here today to share more and more about those one passion that I have for so many years. So we're here live with winestreet.com. And if you find us on Instagram, I'm pretty sure you already know, but this is obviously available as well on Zoom. So if you are following us on Instagram, you're right there, you're perfectly fine. All the information that is going to be available on Zoom is going to be available. It's already available on YouTube channel. So Wine-Street YouTube channel. You can find all the information about this beautiful presentation today. So I'm here today to share obviously one of the most beautiful place in south of France. We're talking about Provence. So the Provence area, you have Marseille. I'm sure I recognize some of you guys. Oh, you know Prune, you're there, you know Provence. You have different people coming up. That's great. Everybody is right there online on winestreet.com. This is our Instagram live and Zoom. If you want to meet us on Zoom as well, you're welcome to do so. If you don't have the Zoom ID number, this is 920-9749-1349. Available as well on Zoom at 920-9749-1349. So that's for the Zoom. Hello, oh, Smitty and Reno. Hello, Smitty. Looking beautiful, puppy. Looking great. Ready for this event? We are going to talk about Provence. We are going to talk about a product that we are importing and distributing for the past 15 years. This is my 15th vintage with this item. Obviously, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about what it is. So first, for who does on their desk already, this is, here we go. This is Le Cengle. This is made by Chateau La Galiniere. In Châteauneuf-du-Pape, no. In Châteauneuf-Rouge, yes, very close to Aix-en-Provence. This is a beautiful Le Cengle from Provence. This is a new, just arrived 2019 vintage. So we all know that Rose, it's done to be drinking young, you know, like 2-3 years max. I like it fresh. I like it when it just arrived. It's obviously bringing over different flavors to the wine. Provence. So who doesn't know much about Provence? You have to transport yourself to this where you have amazing location. I'm pretty sure the few people went to Cannes. They went to I'm sure you heard about the Cannes Festival. So that's where also the Croisette in Nice as well. Of Provence is Aix-en-Provence and also a small village called Vidauban. It's just amazing. So the Chateau La Galiniere, it's actually made, produced, grown in a sustainable way, organically way. So it's very natural, and it's grown in Châteauneuf-le-Rouge. Le Rouge for the color of the soil, and it's bring over by the complexity of the terroir. Again, I'm going to talk about testing, about terroir, about the location, about the people making the wine. The people are really emphasizing the quality and the vision of this winemaking. The Provence region is one of the oldest regions in France. And that made rosé, which is pink, dry, be one of the oldest, actually the oldest wine produced in the oldest region of France. The Greek did actually plant those vineyards a time ago. Amazing property where Provence in general Provence is well known for their rosé. They represent 89% of the production of Provence. It's rosé. 89%, which is just amazing. It's actually the representation of the Provence rosé production represents 6% of the international rosé production. So we're on the heart of Provence rosé, rosé dry. By definition, are dry. And they are made with beautiful grape of Grenache, Syrah. So if you were here last week, we were talking about this amazing Grenache and Syrah. So the all the grapes is very important. So now when I'm saying senso, my saliva is on my mouth. I want to open a bottle of wine. I want to try because that's really what I'm looking for. So when I went to this property about 15 years ago, I met with the owner at the time. I looked at the property that was sustainable. And I was looking at this beautiful property with a beautiful hill in the back, which we call this little hill, this little mountain, Le Cengle. It's actually why this cuvee is Le Cengle, because in this mountain, I identify senso. For me, Provence, especially rosé, it's senso definition. Senso bring everything to the glass. So old vine senso. So now I'm going to give you a little trick. Most of the French producers in Provence, they keep the senso for themselves. Or to produce very high-end cuvee, meaning more expensive cuvee. So obviously, we are going to identify this senso, and I'm going to ask the winery. It's very small size of the world here. I'm going to cut that down for a minute. I will come back to the maps and all that later on. I want to finish up my story about meeting those people, identifying the senso, and telling them then the only way I was looking to make a cuvee for us 15 years ago, and they created cuvee Le Cengle. So it's made at Chateau La Galiniere in Châteauneuf-le-Rouge, very close to Aix-en-Provence. This is made with old vine senso, Grenache, and Syrah. So I am going to pour my shell. See how beautiful color it is. Look at this color. Just absolutely beautiful pale color, the way I like to see my rosé. It's very salmon. It's brilliant, it's bright. It's absolutely the way that rosé should be, not too dark. Because the way that you identify the different method of vinification of rosé bleeding or the rosé by press is by the color. So Anjou is going to be darker. Provence, by definition, it's this color. So look for this color on the shelf. Then, obviously, you know the step. We're going with the amazing nose. The nose, the freshness of. I have very fresh apricot, or not, and do have. So I get this creaminess as well on the nose already. It's very, very zesty. So it's very bright. Look at my mouth is watering right now. I want to try it. But on the same time, beautiful red fruit in the middle, tropical mango. I have this very beautiful, almost lychee, like little fruit that you find in Asia or here. Lychee, any touch to it. The complexity with the Grenache, the Syrah, and the senso that bring all that together, it's just absolutely fantastic. So this is the perfect wine. Hey, rosé all day. Breakfast, lunch, around the pool, relaxing, but also with beautiful, beautiful Mediterranean salad, ratatouille. It's just very complex. I have a little touch of melon and very mandarin as well. So very beautiful wine to pair with Asian food or spicy food in general. So Le Sang, made at Chateau La Galiniere, special cuvee called Le Sang. So you have to look for this label, Le Sang. Right now on winestreet.com, wine-street.com, you can find this one at $14.95, just released, instead of $18.95. So also perfect item for Mother's Day. Mother's Day, perfect for mother. Look at that, fresh, refreshing around the pool with a little lunch. It's a perfect gift for Mother's Day. So what I'm going to do on this is, if you buy 6 of those, I am going to throw actually a little champagne bucket for free, or ice bag, just to be sure that when you bring that over to your mom, if you can send that over directly to her, we can take care of that right away. Just place the order right away. We'll ship in California and Nevada. We will have your mom happy to enjoy this amazing Cotes de Provence rosé. What else we can say about Provence rosé? And maybe you can jump online, jump on Instagram live to ask for your question. I am just going to give you a few more numbers or some details about the production of Provence. The total production of Provence, actually Provence has 3 different sub-AVA. So you have the Côte de Provence, you have the Aix-en-Provence, and you have also the Chateau de Varois. The Chateau de Varois is a less expensive area because it's way more on the plan, so they produce a little bit more high volume. So that's only represent 10%. The Aix-en-Provence, which is a good portion of just the start going up to the hills, it's about 16, 17%. And the Côte de Provence, where you find the majority of your Provence wine, it's about 75%, 73% of made with the Provence. So look for Côte de Provence, Aix-en-Provence, or Côte de Varois. My recommendation is Côte de Provence. Then you can find Grand Cru. So some of those estates, 18 of them, I believe, can actually qualify to be one of the top to represent the best of Provence. My recommendation online as well at winestreet.com, Jas d'Esclans. Amazing Grand Cru Provence. So something a little bit higher, more complex. Looking for this time of the year, we're all looking to get the sun, and we will transport ourselves drinking rosé like we're in Provence. You know what's make the huge difference between California and Provence right now? It's not maybe just the sun, but it's also the wind. In Provence, we have the Mistral. These Mistrals blow the vineyard away. That's why the vineyard doesn't get too heat and too hot. And that's why you can still produce Grenache, Syrah, and Cinsault, a little bit of Mourvèdre, of course, to make one of the best rosé in Bordeaux. But the grapes are very happy there. It's hot, but we have a huge wind, which is the Mistral, that's just blowing to the vineyard and doing some aeration. So the grapes not getting too mushy. The grapes ripe in a perfect condition, and you can pick up those grapes at 22, 24 bricks if you want to be a little technique. Bricks, it's the concentration of sugar per hectoliters of grapes, pretty much. So 22.5, it's usually where you can produce a wine and is less than 14% alcohol. This is 13% alcohol. Not too high in alcohol, very refreshing. I'm telling you, this is the dangerous drink. Your mom will get a bottle and will drink it during the whole lunch. I guarantee you. This is just so good. So remember something, when you're looking for a product, look for a specific item with the estate. So this is Chateau La Galiniere. And look for what the importer try to make happen. Here in the stance of this wine, what we did is we went after the property. We asked them to produce a specific cuvee called Le Cengle. So this is not just La Galiniere, it's a special cuvee made with old vine Cinsault. So Grenache, Syrah, and Cinsault. Where do you find Cinsault? It's Châteauneuf-du-Pape do have a lot of Cinsault. Provence and Cinsault, it's amazing grape, doesn't produce much in France, but again, when it's getting old, when the roots going deep, and try to fight to get the water, which happened in Provence, it brings you over the intensity, the power. Le Cengle, Le Sanglé. Most of my people buy the one has under the name of Le Sanglé, but it's very easy to identify. It has a little pink cap, And this is obviously a beautiful estate that we try to draw, very a nice design. We changed the package about 2 years ago. 15 years we're selling this wine. We produced about 5,000 cases of it. Half of it goes to the East Coast, the other half on the West Coast. This summer has just arrived, and if I was you, I will jump online and buy some for your mom, and buy some for your friend, and buy some for the whole summer, and go online at wine-street.com. Follow us on Instagram, all the questions, all the information. Now, if you want to have a full presentation of this property, some beautiful pictures about the maps and where it's from, and more information about the estate, I'm trying to tell you, go online on YouTube channel, Wine-Street YouTube channel, subscribe, and get all those slides that I prepare for those presentation, which I really don't, but I really want to get you some information in the front of you if you want to. So go online on YouTube channel at Wine-Street and pick it up at $14.95. What else can I tell you? Do you have any question? Gift. Yes, please go online and order some for Derek. I'm very, my friend, on Zoom. I really appreciate the support, and I really appreciate that you coming online and sharing this beautiful bottle of wine. Zoom is also more interactive as well. We can see each other a little bit better. So you are welcome to use both Instagram Live and Zoom. What you're taking advantage when I do those presentations is, first of all, if you do have the one in the front of you, we can share. We can really, exchange some information. That's why I'm going to ask Derek about what he feel and what he think about this wine, and that's going to be on Zoom. Go ahead, my friend. Hello. Thank you to be here.
Unmuted me. That's great. I love it. I actually forgot to chill it, so I put it in the freezer, and it's actually a little bit too cold.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a better feel at when it warms up a little bit. But
take your time.
But I love it. And you said it's Grenache, Syrah, and Sanso. And that's excellent. And I think I might take you up on your suggestion to get some for Mother's Day. I think that's great, and for the entire summer.
Yeah,
it's going well with a lot of things that I plan to do this summer.
Yeah, I really appreciate the support, and I'm telling you, Mom's going to be extremely happy with this.
Yeah.
My mom drank rosé all day, and I should send her a case as well. She's back in France, but I should send her definitely a case of those. I really appreciate the support, Derek, and continue to follow us. So Derek is one of our first clients. You know what he did? He took advantage of something we trying to implement. And of course, it's a lot of information these days than you see on the internet, a lot of live, a lot of Zoom. I do get it. But if you want to take advantage, sometimes I do package. So this time I did 4 wines, 4 different weeks, 4 Wednesday, where I present the wine. So I ship the 4 wines to you, and then you can test the wine with us. So we'll come back to that. You don't have to. You can go online as well at wine-street.com and only purchase the rosé if you want to. You want to buy a bottle of the rosé for your mom? Just do it. If you want to buy 6 bottles, I will throw ice buckets as a gift for her to be sure that she has a way to actually chill her rosé. I see someone from Reno. I see someone from Huntington Beach. I see someone from Redondo Beach. Oh my gosh, that's great to have so much support. I see Jason. Jason is online. He's in Larchmont, so Midtown. Le chef is in New Mexico. Thank you so much. That's Chef Christian. He's in New Mexico. He actually called me last night and said, I'm ordering 2 more cases of this rosé. It just arrived. So I'm like, go for it. It's easy. We will send it over to you. No problem. Thank you very much, Chef, for the support. One of the amazing chefs from New Mexico was telling me that he's coming back home. I mean, he's coming back work starting last Monday. And they're going to try to reopen. I want to do a beautiful thanks as well to the people in the hospitality business. I already done last week, and I will keep supporting all the people in the restaurant. But I want to give a big applause to the people in the hospital business, all the doctor, the nurse, everybody is involved during this amazing and presenting time. back in France, my mom, my stepfather always worked in the hospital. I really feel for the people in the front of the line. And I want to thanks for everything they do. And this is the appreciation day today. So I just want to raise my glass to a beautiful, beautiful people in the hospital business and pretty much taking the risk every day. And for all the people who enjoy rosé, and for the people who share the rosé passion with everyone. Remember, rosé is the drink of the summer. People enjoy rosé during all day during their barbecue. Rosé is noble. It's amazing, high quality, beautiful, high acidity wine. So we can actually cut the meat, can cut the acidity of different dishes, and you can really pair rosé from Provence with everything and all day long. So why not? I will come back. I think next week we are going to talk about Bordeaux. So Bordeaux, that's where I'm from. And next week we're going to talk about a beautiful, beautiful village called Sainte-Colombe, which is in Cotes de Castillon, in the right bank. We'll talk about these grapes, you know, that we saw in movies and sometimes it's criticizing and not making good wine. But I believe it's one of the best grapes in the world. It's Merlot. We will talk about that next week. I think the 5 o'clock works way better for everyone. Like I said, I will prepare some slides for the presentation, even for next week on Chateau Piqueron from Bordeaux. So go online on the YouTube channel, subscribe on the YouTube channel, get your information, get your wine on winestreet.com, get the wine to your house, get the information on YouTube. And next time we can all share together, we can all drink the same wine, and we can all appreciate and ask everybody about what they feel, because wine is all about sharing. And, you know, it's very important. I miss that every day to share the wine with others and they tell me what they think, because most important in my business is to identify what I like, but that's not really important. It's very important is to identify what you like. So that's what I'm doing, and that's what I detect all my life for the past 25 years, to be a wine hunter and to define just not the best wine, but the best one for you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. I will see you next week on Wednesday at 5 p.m. on Instagram, wine_street_online, or on Zoom, and you will get your Zoom ID number, no problem, and you can get your information just before the meeting, your bottle of wine just before the meeting. This way we can all share the same wine. I hope I was clear enough. I hope that was not taking too much of your time. I want to wish everyone and open this bottle of rosé to promise me something. This bottle of rosé need to be finished tonight. It is no way you can finish this bottle of wine tonight. So cheers to that. Enjoy, share, love each other, and cheers. Love you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate
guys.
The audio quality was excellent today.
Was that?
The audio quality was excellent. No echoes.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, I figured, you know, I was trying to tell Etienne the other day, then it was the first time he was using it, and he was Instagram and the Zoom together.
Yeah.
And that was an echo, and I was trying to give him some sign. I was trying to, but his daughter, 11 years old, was doing the movie for, I mean, he was filming him. So I thought it was cute. I was like, you know, that's the way it goes.
It was fine.
The only problem is I didn't have to do another video just after the meeting, just to make another video to announce the wine. So I didn't have to drink a little more.
All right.
Very good.
Thank you, guys. Did you, just by curiosity, did you like rosé, dry rosé in the past? Did you enjoy Provence rosé in the past? Did you have any in the past? Or it's your
one of my favorite. Yeah, it's definitely my favorite rosé. I like dry wines.
Okay.
So, Jill likes, you know, semi-dry, but she liked it.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
Let me try again.
Yeah,
And by the
try
way-
again. The fruit, I think the acidity is there because that's why it's giving you so much freshness on the wine, but the fruit
Yeah.
is giving you such a beautiful tropical touch to it. So I really enjoyed this one very much. And they were so consistent because every year we do a lot of
I've been with Bruno for
Pepsi contests with
about
other
7
rosé.
years.
It is really
It's
beautiful.
always been great.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah. David, did you enjoy?
I did. So I was just saying, I've been slinging the song for about 7 years, and it's been so consistent. And again, 2019 was a great one.
Yeah. It's so consistent, but when you work with very beautiful, healthy property, they actually can produce wine in a consistent way. So that the weather is very important. As you know, in France, we have no right to do irrigation. So we are very depending on Mother Nature. So when it's a super hot weather, we have the tendency in Provence to lose a lot of fruit because they get rotted. But thanks to the Mistral, and I think because the Mistral and because it's ventilated, it's making very consistent quality wine.
Yeah.
So you telling me that, Derek, that you never have rosé from Provence before, that's your first time. It's very important to me because the first impression is always the best.
Well, I'm not so educated about France, but Rhone and Provence are separate, right? They're different?
Alors, they're separate, but a lot of people in the restaurant will put Rhone and Provence to the same bucket, but they are,
Yes.
they are
And
two different areas.
that's why I'm confused. This is definitely the first Cotes de Provence that I've had, I think, right?
I think so.
As far as I know.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you actually try one the best to start with. This way, you know, when you're going to test another one, it's not so good, you will say, nah. That's not real Provence.
I very much like it, yeah. I think Jill does too. And thank you for mentioning the hospital workers, because Jill manages a lot of frontline workers. That's
Oh,
her.
you are, yeah. I
Yeah.
feel for them. I call my friend Jean-Michel, his wife is on the front of the line. And I all have this close relationship with the hospital back in France. So my parents were working in the hospital for the heart transplant. So they were working for pretty,
Internet fart.
Yeah.
pretty hectic hospitals just to wait for my parents when they were done with school. So yeah, so I feel for them, and I think it's just absolutely fantastic what the people do for to save other people's lives. You know, just amazing.
Yeah.
So they need a lot of wine. We should send all the wine to them. Good.
My
find a way. I
sister's,
think we
my
need
sister's all about joining in now.
Was that?
My sister's all about joining in now.
Okay, I'm right here. I'm drinking rosé. I don't want to be on Zoom. Definitely not. But I need to find a way to actually support. I mean, we need to do a fundraising or something. I think I can just the Zoom and the technology and the Instagram is definitely something then it's new to us. So it's a learning process, but I think it's all good because you have to think outside the box. You have to, you know, try to make it happen. People, what we do today is nothing compared to the people at the hospital. That's what I'm saying. You know, they're saving people's life every day. I'm just talking about what people want to listen to me. So it's definitely so little for what they are doing compared with. So cheers to them. Thank you so much for this support. Thank you very much.
I have a question. Where do I get the Zoom link or meeting number for next week?
The Zoom meeting?
Yeah.
I can actually send that over to you by email if you want.
Didn't you say you can get it from the YouTube or subscribing to something?
On YouTube, no. On YouTube, you're going to get the maps and the presentation, and I usually do. Then I try to put it. The other week, we tried to put in background on the background of Zoom, but it's too blurry and people doesn't see the look of it. And then I try to send it over to the TV to be sure that people can see it in the background. But some people say it's kind of bizarre, and
that was a little bizarre.
Yeah, it's bizarre to have something, and today it was me behind me. It was not a good. I was like, no, that's not.
It was fun. It was fun.
And,
my email is my name, DerekLubin@gmail.com.
Perfect.
Bruno, another thing.